Hello guys, welcome to 30 days, 30 manifestation tricks. That I'm going to be teaching you in this 30 days of manifestation series where you will master manifestation in just 30 days. Alright, and I'm so excited, super excited to start this series with you all. And I have given all the chapters that we will be covering, starting with chapter number 1, which is reprogramming your subconscious mind, which we will be learning in today's video, that how reprogramming your subconscious mind actually works and what is the science behind it and how you can implement that while manifesting for yourself. Alright, so let's start this video together. Let's say that you are repairing a car. Now you can't repair a car unless and until you know the instruction that which screw or which part goes in which position, right? Similarly, you can't reprogram your mind unless and until you don't know how your mind actually works. So basics is to first understand your mind and then learn how to reprogram it or how to make it function in your favor. So your subconscious mind or your mind in general is divided into two parts. Your conscious mind and the subconscious mind, the term I used earlier. Your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Now, your conscious mind is responsible for logical reasoning that you go through the entire day. Mathematical calculations, analytics, reasoning. The reason you're watching this video right now is also because of your conscious mind, which has told you to do certain instruction in order to get something. Right? So that is your conscious mind telling you to do something, instructing you, understanding, responding and calculating. That is your analytical or logical mind, your conscious mind. Now conscious mind is like a parent and your subconscious mind is like a child. Now child doesn't understand on its own. It grabs these things, right? So similarly, I'll give you an example. Let's say you are going on a walk. Let's say it's a night walk. And you just see certain people passing by and you are just overhearing them with no intentions. And you definitely hear them saying that, it's been a very sad day and that lady is not feeling good, that who is passing by you. Now, your conscious mind is understanding. Okay, it overheard a particular thing, so it's understanding. And your subconscious mind is attaching an emotion to it. Now, okay, even I'm feeling low. That's why I came on walk. It's attaching a certain emotion to it. Okay, it cannot necessarily be the same situation, but you get the point. Your subconscious mind attaches an emotion. It attaches a feeling to that logic. It doesn't function on logic. It attaches something to it. Okay, now similarly, one more example that I can give for your subconscious mind is, like I said, it's a kid. So it will follow the parent figure, that is the conscious mind. So you might feel a lot of times in your manifestation journey that your subconscious mind is actually following whatever you want. Like you are telling your subconscious mind that I am with this person or I already have this desire, and it's accepting, it's agreeing with you. But at the same time, somewhere there is some thought in your brain that's like, what if it doesn't happen? You're pretending to be someone you're not. This is not real. You're being delulu, you're being delusional. That's your conscious mind. Because that brain knows what you are doing. That brain knows that you're pretending. Your conscious mind doesn't know that you're pretending or you're following something. It just grabs what your subconscious mind thinks, right? So, in order to make them both function together, you should first understand the difference between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Once you understand this difference, you will be able to crack the code and know, okay, right now I have to say this to my brain and right now I have to say that to my brain. And that is how you understand how your brain is functioning. Now, for example, your logical mind, your conscious mind is functioning and you are like, this person is with me, this person is with me, or I've already achieved this marks in my examination, I'm already having this particular desire. It will be like, bro, what are you doing? That's not your reality. And you will be confused. why is my manifestation not working? Eventually you will wear out, you'll be tired and you'll just give up on it. So that's how it works. You first need to differentiate. So here is a differentiating factor which you can follow for your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. First thing, when your conscious mind is functioning, you should always tell yourself, I believe I already have this with me. Your conscious mind is very good in understanding you because it's conscious. It's available to you. Now your conscious mind understands that you want to believe something. It's not real, but you want to believe something. Now that can be in terms of God. That can also be in terms of certain practices, certain beliefs, right? Everyone has different beliefs. Now that arises because you believe something and that's absolutely right. So your conscious mind will be like, okay, I need to believe in this thing because my body wants to believe in this. When your subconscious mind is functioning, you need to be very firm. You need to be very sure that this is already in my life. You need to prove your subconscious mind that is already in your life. Because it's a child. It will only understand what it sees, what it feels, and what it can do. Right? So your subconscious mind, when it functions, you need to say this is already in my life. This already exists in my life. That is how you will be going hand in hand with your conscious and your subconscious. Now, I'm very sure you understood the difference between the both. And one thing about brain that you should know is that your subconscious mind is only 5%. Only 5%. And your subconscious is 95%. So imagine the power you will unlock if you start working with your subconscious mind. It's incredible. It's incredible. And I have experienced it personally, the amount of power your subconscious mind holds. So don't forget to follow this series, because end of this series, the 30th day, we will be talking how you can manifest without any tools, without any methods, without using paper and pen. That is how powerful your subconscious is. You don't need any tools. You don't need any methods. You don't need any affirmation. Trust me when I say this. That is how powerful your mind is. That is how powerful God has designed your mind to be. So use that mind, understand your mind, reprogram that mind, and you will be able to achieve your desires. You will be able to achieve your goals. Okay? Now when we are reprogramming, we only focus on our subconscious because we don't need to prove our conscious mind. We are only focusing on that 95%. That is why it is called as reprogramming your subconscious. Now when we are focusing on that 95%, it's a child. It needs three things. It needs emotion, action, and thought. These are the only three things that your subconscious mind needs. Now I'll give you a very small example, which I think almost everyone who has ever learned or taken coaching with me, or who has been my client, or who has attended my webinar, all of them know this example because I love giving this example to understand how your mind actually works. Now let's assume that a person is traveling through a local train every day. He's traveling through that local train every day and he's telling his mind that I'm a millionaire, and he's continuously affirming that. His subconscious mind will not at all believe it. Why? You can't just have a child and say that I'm your mom. It won't believe it. It needs to see that you need to feel that you are its mom. Right? A child won't believe something. You cannot just take a child to a snake and tell that this is scary. You need to act scared in front of that kid. Then he will be like, okay, this snake is really scary. It's a scary thing. But it won't fear the snake unless and until you fear it. So that is how your subconscious mind also works. You need to prove your subconscious mind. So a guy traveling through a local train is not able to prove his subconscious mind that he is already a millionaire. So that manifestation will not come true. I don't even need to understand his situation further. I'll just tell him on spot, this is not gonna work. You need to change your routine to manifest. So what that guy can do is, he can focus on his thoughts. What type of thoughts are coming in his mind when he's manifesting? And he needs to alter that thoughts. He needs to alter those emotions. He can't feel sad. He can't feel exhausted, silly, dumb, frustrated, and at the same time manifest to be a millionaire, because those emotions are not very likely in a millionaire, right? Third thing, his actions. His actions are not at all aligned. I mean, which millionaires travels through a local train? No one. So how can his mind believe? It won't, right? So that is when you understand how to reprogram your subconscious mind. So to reprogram your subconscious mind, you need to break your manifestations into smaller pieces. And I'll be talking about how to break them in your career, in your love life, or in manifesting a person, in manifesting a dream house. I'll be teaching you how to break down your manifestations step by step and manifest them in our next video, which is day 2 of the 30-day series. And I'm so glad that you were present in today's video, and I hope you continue watching this series to master manifestation. So see you on day 2. Till then, signing off. And don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and leave your comment. It really helps me a lot. And also keep following, keep subscribing, because we await the day 30. Bye.